So here's a quick one about a guy who's handling things just like a boss after finding out that his wife of 6 years is having an emotional affair. You're going to see all those stereotypical things about the messages and the sending spicy pictures and all that. And when he finds about this, he's done. No negotiation, no counseling, no not listening to her begging and pleading, done. And this is exactly how you have to handle it. But of course, she's promising him everything and begging and pleading and the whole 9 yards. And it's ridiculous. And you have to be this way, guys. Title: Am I the a-hole for calling divorce immediately after finding out my wife emotionally cheated on me? It says, I found out my wife was cheating on me emotionally last week. I found it through a notification when she was in the shower. How many of these stories go with that the wife's in the shower and the guy used her phone to take a picture of the cat doing something crazy, whatever, and, you know. We were both 33 years old and married for 6 years. In my eyes, everything was good. Funny how one can hide their betrayal without the other party noticing. I confronted her right away and told her to open the phone and to show me the message, or messages. She refused at first, but gave up after I told her we were getting a divorce. Look how playing hardball helped. The texts were not that old, and they were not many. It was obvious most of the texts were deleted. But would it make sense that she would always delete all the texts instead of keeping some of them? Duh. I asked her questions about the affair: why, who, where, or how. I will not go into details as I want to stay anonymous, but I was trickled truth in the end. Of course you're trickled truth. That's very common. What we're missing here is gaslighting. Like, you made me do that. You weren't paying attention to me. She got caught and trickled truth me. I do not believe her and what she said about the extent that they went. At the beginning of our relationship, I made it abundantly clear that cheating in any form is a relationship ender. Okay, so it's not like she was confused on that issue. I told her to get a lawyer because we are getting divorced. She asked for marriage counseling, promised to change, and even make her life completely dependent on me. Leave the job, not leave the house, and give me all her digital devices. Oh yeah, that's a great deal for him. She quits her job and becomes dependent on him, and then he divorces her. She's going to make out like a bandit in the divorce because she doesn't have a job and way to provide. No, that's a terrible idea. Why weren't you asking for marriage counseling early on when there were issues instead of going to cheat? I told her where marriage counseling would help was before she decided to have an affair. Okay, I was thinking the same thing earlier. We could go to marriage counseling and solve the problem there by talking whichever problem she had. Instead, she went on to have an emotional affair and made sure to actively hide things from me by deleting texts and trickled truthing. I reminded her my boundaries and what I told her about them in the beginning of the relationship. Yeah, that's all going in one ear out the other. No, she's hoping that you will cave after all her promises and begging and pleading, and then she can go back to business as usual. I will hand the divorce papers to her this month, and she's telling me to reconsider. Am I the a-hole in the situation? No, not at all. But they're no surprise. The comment section has a lot of people saying he is. Look, he made it clear that cheating is a deal breaker. End of story. He made that clear, and she knows that. She knows that's wrong. And then the fact that she's not giving the information about who that is, as I've learned in the story here, it's probably somebody who knows, a coworker, who the hell knows? But she'll go right back into it. And at the end of the day, it's his life, his marriage. You cannot have a relationship function without trust. Trust is everything in any relationship. Now for his little update here, he says, it is 100% a divorce now. I think I was looking to relax and validate my logic with this post. Love is there, but the trust is broken. My heart told me to have any hope, but my logic told me to divorce. Logic won in the end. Thank God, Mr. Spock, we give you a high five. It has been over a week now, and I still do not get the full information about the affair. Brother, you are never going to get the full story. Yesterday night and this morning, after the post, I came to learn new information about the affair. I'm still not sure if it's the full extent. To clarify, the emotional affair part, they sexted, sent news to each other, and there were I love yous involved. If it's not cheating, I do not what is. So it's bad enough. The spicy pictures, and I'm sure there's videos, and she's probably pleasuring herself to them, probably. But the fact that they're exchanging I love yous, no. Whatever, I still don't know the full truth, and she refuses disclosing who exactly this affair partner is. She's not going to tell you because she's hoping you take her back and she can continue on with this shit. My trust level for her is so low that she could say the sky's blue and I would still doubt it. This relationship is just over. Dead. I will go ahead with the divorce as soon as possible so I can process my feelings alone after she leaves. Some people told me I would not be able to find anyone at 33 years old as a male. Get the fuck out of here. Unless this guy is physically deformed and looks hideous and has no job and lives under a bridge, guess what? If he's remotely just an average looking guy, thin, and here we go with the sirens again, and has a job, believe me, he can get women. He's 33. His prime is just beginning. But these are probably people trying to shame him, that make him feel bad. Probably women in here that are cheaters, or other nice guys in there that think you're being mean, ending it with her, and just, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is the last thing I worry about after divorce. First thing is to get over the relationship and put myself together better than ever. I'm planning starting individual therapy right after I sort things out. I can date after that easily. Hope seeing you with a happy divorce update and a better mood. So that's the end of his story for now. I'm going to get to the comments in a section, but, well, I feel bad for this guy. Aside from, yeah, we can all cheer him on for handling like a boss. That's 6 years of his marriage, and who knows how many years he was with her, gone up in smoke. He has to question everything now. Well, how long was this going on? Was she like this before we got married? How many other guys? I mean, seriously. And I feel bad for him because it's going to take you're with somebody for a long time. Take years to get over. You can go through depression and all that type of thing. You're going to have probably friendships break up over this. I mean, it's a whole turmoil. And then going through the divorce and then the assets and potentially alimony and all that crap. It's terrible. But this guy will get through it. And just like any loss, he has to go through grieving. And he has to stick close to people that care about him. And it's good he gets out and exercises and moves. And it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. One day he'll be feeling better and think that he's moved on. And then the next day, boom, he's feeling like dog crap. He doesn't want to get out of bed as grieving works. But it will get better over time. But you can't bury yourself and drown yourself in alcohol to get over it, or drugs, or eat garbage. You got to get out there and move. It's key to get over grief, And hopefully he will. And hire a good shark female attorney. And hopefully it goes out, ends well. And rebuild himself. Don't buy this 33 is too old to find somebody crap. Oh my God, what a load of nonsense. Now some comments here. One guy says here, she won't tell you who the affair partner is, probably to protect him, and is still choosing him. But she has the gall to ask you not to divorce her. She's still hiding details, and most likely those details are the physical aspect of the affair. I highly doubt they were telling each other, I love you, without there being physical cheating going on. You're absolutely making the right decision. There you go. This one's from a woman. It says, this is from a woman. The worst thing about this is that he asked the OP not to divorce her because the affair partner is not sure of being the wife. This woman is afraid of loneliness. Most likely it was also physical. Yes, she is choosing him by protecting him from the OP. How cynical, for God's sakes. This guy deserves something better. In regards to, she's quoting him saying about the whole 33 thing. She said, I'm sorry for everything you're going through. A big hug. As a woman, believe me, there are men at 40, 50, or 60 years old who will marry the right woman. They just want to see you get effed over. Ignore them. You're doing the right thing. It is painful, but with therapy, you'll heal and move forward. Focus on yourself and love yourself. Best wishes. That's from a woman. Yeah, she knows. Guess what? Men are desirable in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Yeah. As the saying goes, men age like Sean Connery and women age like Sean Connery. Another one. She's not disclosing the affair partner because there's someone close enough for you to have access to him and possibly the whole truth. I'm very sure you know who this guy is. She's also not disclosing because she's not planning on ending the affair at all. They plan on going below the radar and simply will get better at deceiving because they have easy access to each other. Anyway, her not being completely open bar him means that there's no working through this. Should you even wish, prepare to be hurt badly when you find out who he is. After the divorce, they'll be out in the open in no time. Yeah, anyway, the second the divorce is over, all of a sudden they're out on Facebook in the Bahamas or something like that, but the hell with them. And last one. This guy says, bullshit. Dude, if old people in retirement homes can find someone new, then you, at barely past your prime, can find love again. No, this guy's beginning his prime. Also, speaking as a gay dude, I'm going to say men appreciate with maturity rather than depreciate more often than not. Even disregarding that simply anyone who can find love again if they try. Don't even consider giving that kind of sunk cost fallacy bullshit a second thought and live your best life. Well, amen. That's from a gay dude. He knows men gonna, look better with time, but well, you got to work on yourself, take care of it. Not all guys are going to look great as they get older if they don't take care of themselves, but you all get the point there. And men, it ain't just also the physical attributes, there's other things that men have as they age that are quite desirable to women, but the right women. So there you go, guys. He handled it like a boss, and I wish this guy all the best. I'm looking out for updates here, but again, you find out something like this happens to you guys, you got to end it and move on. Don't buy the whole, I'm so sorry, we can do a marriage counseling and fix that bullshit. There's going to be any marriage counseling should have been done early on when the doubts and issues she had to make her cheat in the first place crossed her mind. I wish this guy the best.